along to this morning's briefing. Phil, good to have you online. This morning we're receiving an update from staff around submission on speed, so just welcome the team to the front of the room to present to us.
Good morning, councillors and those online. Today we'll just hopefully accept our report, Christchurch Southern Motorway 110 speed limit consultation as read. The report intends to acknowledge that an increased speed limit does not come without associated risk, and through the submission we hope to encourage NZTA and Waka Kotahi to engineer, educate and enforce at all possible opportunities to improve the safety on the Christchurch Southern Motorway. We wish to confirm that Council wishes to endorse a supportive submission to be sent into the consultation, discuss any amendments that councillors may have to the draft submission highlighted in the report, and then just confirm who would like to endorse the submission for submitting to NZTA Waka Kotahi on behalf of the Selwyn District Council.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Just to be clear, because it's a workshop, it isn't a decision making, so will the report be coming for retrospective approval to council?
Yes.
So I think that for councillors, just to understand that it's because it's outside of the cycle and briefings aren't decision making, it's to give some guidance whether there's anything within this paper that you think is different, and please note and recognise that it will come back, probably attached to the CEO's report for retrospective endorsement.
Thank you. Is there any conversations that councillors want to have about the submission? Sophie.
I think it deserves some conversation because work's been put into it. Thank you very much for the report, and especially for the safety analysis, which is actually quite terrifying to read that stuff, because those details aren't always very easily accessible, you know, other than you get people's reckons on Facebook. That's about it. So yeah, I'm happy to support this submission. I know it's going to come back for official approval later, but yeah, I thank you very much for adding in some extra suggestions around public transport and emissions, because that's much appreciated. And I'm still not wholly convinced that 110 is the right idea, but we've put in a lot of in here, there's the various things that this is why we're not necessarily certain that it's, you know, we need to know that these things have been considered, and it's in there. So it's up front that, you know, it's recognised that this is a safety issue and a various other things issue. So yeah, thank you very much. I have no questions.
Thanks, Sophie. Anyone else? Phil?
Yes, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can.
My question is the Waikato Expressway. What's the length distance of that compared to our length of our Southern Motorway?
The Waikato Expressway is approximately 110 kilometres long, and the recommended 110 kilometre per hour section of the Christchurch Southern Motorway, I think, is about approximately 20 or just under 20 kilometres.
Okay. All right, so the risks that you got there, again, just picking up what Sophie was saying, thank you very much for raising the risks. I mean, it is a decision that we already know, the faster we allow cars to go, the greater the risk. And I guess there's nothing saying that if we go one way that it can't be reduced later on if we see that the risk becomes too great. But as it is, I support it as it's written, and when it comes back to the council meeting, I'll be supporting it. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Phil. And when this comes to council meeting, it's our submission to Waka Kotahi. It's their process, their decision, and in the end, whatever they determine will be up to them and the minister to decide. So thank you for the conversation today. It's great to have an update, and look forward to hearing what the outcome is from Waka Kotahi NZTA. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's the only item on the briefing today.
It is.
Great. We'll close the briefing.